Boom! What happened to this dude over here? It's Jamie Foxx. He's back and he's white now. This dude got so fucked up on climate change. I'm sure. We're still doing that stupid shit. Gonna blame climate change. Anyhow, he's white and he looks like he's lost half his weight, but as I'm sure has nothing to do with an experimental concoction forced upon him by Hollywood studios that protect kid fuckers and rapists. No, I'm sure has everything to do with you either being a racist or some more of that stupid climate change. But anyway, here's what dude looked like before he got climate changed. He got fucked up. That dude got messed up. Now, in this, he's breaking his silence and he's saying, listen, thank God for my family. My family didn't let any information out. And because information wasn't able to get out and because I wasn't speaking, some people, they made some conspiracy theories. Let's put it that way. They said I was blind. As you can see, I can see, and some other stuff. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has nothing to do with any of that. Whether you're paralyzed, whether you're blind, and listen, some of that stuff's temporary, by the way. When you have a massive stroke, when you have a massive blood clot going through your brain, sometimes you can be paralyzed for a little bit, sometimes you go blind for a little bit. So you coming out months and months and months later saying, no, look, everything's fine, don't believe conspiracy theorists, none of that means anything to me. Here's what I want to know. Everybody was screaming that I have to show my vaccine status to get a hot dog, right? I'm talking about a good old-fashioned regular hot dog, not whatever the hell Obama and these dipshits like Mitt Romney are eating. Code for a kid, by the way. Anyhow, I had to show my vaccine passport to get inside an A's game. That I didn't because I'm not taking experimental injections to watch these fucking goofballs play sports ball. But that's the type of world that you idiots on the left-hand side set up. You forced this man in this industry into taking experimental concoctions in order for them to keep making their shitty, stupid movies. And so if it was fine last year to force little children to take an experimental concoction and then have to prove it in order to go to school, well, then I think it's time to start demanding when people get vaccine injured, well, you tell me your vaccine status. You were part of this machine that was trying to force experimental concoctions onto me. And now that we got a bunch of fucking people keeling over, having heart attacks, dying, myocarditis, paralysis, blood clots, all this other stuff that's going on, I think it's time we find out if you've been injected with some shit. Because people need to be held accountable. All right? We need to have a revised modern day Nuremberg trial for people who violated the good old fashioned Nuremberg Code and tried to force Dr. Anthony Fauci and Microsoft's Bill Gates criminal fucking sauce onto people. But that dude's finally come out. Now, I'm noticing a lot of people who are getting absolutely fucking wrecked that Damar Hamlin, dude, died on the field in front of everybody and then said they didn't want to talk about what injured him and then came out later on and said, well, it was just a thump to his chest. That doesn't make any sense. Not the thump to the chest. Listen, having a thump to your chest can't turn your heart off. Getting a thump to your chest, dying on the field, and then coming out weeks later and saying that you don't want to talk about what killed you, and then months later come out and then say it was the bump in the chest. I think it's more likely somebody said, you better say it's the bump in the chest. And same thing for this dude over here. Something wrecked this dude so bad. Listen, if you had a heart attack, if you had a stroke, just come out and tell everybody, I had a heart attack, I had a stroke, but there's nothing to hide here. The problem is people are going to say, did you have a heart attack? Did you have a stroke? Did you have a blood clot? Did you have a seizure? Did you have an aneurysm? Did you have that right after you took the 15th fucking shot? That's the problem. See, they don't want to talk about what most likely set all of these series of events into action that made this motherfucker white. Look at him. You getting ready to do a movie based on somebody with AIDS? Is this a reboot of Philadelphia? You going to be the Tom Hanks reboot over here? Might as well get a black dude to do it. You thin as hell. You all fucked up. Looks like your face has actually changed. You lost so much weight. And you pale as hell. You pale as hell. This is the state where they finally said, they waited months for him to get into this state. And they're like, okay, now you can go make a video. What the fuck did he look like last week? Damn. So, there you go. Some more people waiting months and months and months and months and months and months to explain what has happened to them, because it certainly isn't the Fauci sauce, boys. It certainly wouldn't be an experimental concoction. That shit's all safe. You should take 18 million shots of it. You should get a subscription of COVID shots because they're so safe and they're so effective. Hence the subscription necessary. But there's Jamie Foxx, boys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Support the channel if you'll be kept up to date with climate change. Hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.